What's going on, everybody? It's the Canal Street Collector, and I'm here to review Eminem's first independently released album, Infinite, that he sold himself out of the trunk of his car. Now, this tape, incredibly hard to find. I'll tell you that right now. We'll get into some of that in a minute. But right now, I'll just get into a little bit of the backstory on Infinite. Now, this came out November 12th, 1996. It's been said there's 1,000 copies of this that were made. It only came out on cassette and vinyl, so you have to figure it's probably 500 a piece, maybe less. And the cassette itself, I think they only sold like 70 copies or a couple, maybe like, a little over 100. I would love to hear Eminem answer questions about this album, as far as numbers wise and everything else, and in an interview someday. But he didn't achieve commercial success from this, so how many of these are actually left? I mean, who knows? I would imagine he gave the rest away. And then over the years, as time changed and people went to digital formats and CDs, it probably got lost in the sauce, man. So, and when this came out, it's always been said that the people that critiqued the album said he sounded like AZ, the AZ from Brooklyn, whose first album was Do or Die, which was released in October of '95. Love that album. Still have that tape with all the letters worn off. Played it a lot. And AZ on that album, on Do or Die, he really mastered like the one-word multi-syllable rhyming, which Eminem did on this. And he even did it with like two words. One word be, one syllable, and then he'd do a multi-syllable word and make both of those, rhyme. So he was rhyming like two words at a time. And the wordplay on this album, man, he was there lyrically, especially for 96 standards, man. He was nice. I wish I would have known about this in 1996, but, I guess it's a little harder to get on from the Midwest, because rap at the time, was pretty much East Coast, West Coast, and the down south dudes that had the independent grind figured out. But this album is definitely worth checking out. Just from Eminem's wordplay. There was no Slim Shady persona, so you don't get the crazy horrorcore stuff, but you do get just a dope MC. And the title track, Infinite, for the 20-year anniversary in 2016, the original producers of the album put out a version of it where the beat sounds the same, but they just I think replayed some instruments for sample clearances wise, so they wouldn't have to say it was a sample, and they replayed it. And it's on all streaming platforms, and definitely check that out, Infinite. So, let's get into the tape a little bit. You see the cover has like a little space theme to it. I think that probably has to do with his rhyme skills being as infinite as space is. And for a long time, I didn't even know what the cover of this looked like. The real cover, anyway, where you see the scale. I always saw like just the black cover with the text writing. So let's get into the inlay a little bit. All right. So you see right here, we got the shout outs, of course, like most tapes, every album. Keeping it real in the 9-6 for the entire Infinite crew. Proof, Thyme, Mud. Shouts out a whole bunch of people. And Thyme and Mud were actually not Thyme, Mud, I'm pretty sure was there the night Proof got killed. There's a documentary on Amazon Prime Video called The Untold Story of Detroit Hip Hop, where Mud goes over that, man. It's a crazy story, man. You got to check that out. So if you have that, check that out. A little side note. DJ Butterfingers, Bizarre, Swift, a whole bunch of people. See Maurice Malone. He had Maurice Malone clothing. I remember seeing that in the Source a lot back in the day. And in that same documentary, I'm pretty sure he's the one that owned the hip hop shop. My beautiful baby girl, Haley Jade Scott. Now, this came out in November '96. I'm pretty sure Haley's 95. She was born, so she probably was like a year old, and not even. Little brother Nate, on and on. You only live once. '96, baby. This is interesting too. And to those backstabbing, knife-carrying, jealous, hair-dyeing, trying to fuck my girl behind my back, Eminem ain't shit talking, sneaky motherfuckers, thanks for the motivation. I am Ed. Now, who's this directed towards? I mean, I have an idea. I'm not sure. Feel free to go off in the comments and tell me what you think. But there's an interview with a guy named Hush, who's did music with Eminem, knows him from back in the day. It's on Cam Capone News. Subscribe to his channel and check it out. And he tells a story of a dude, Champtown from Detroit, who he was saying was trying to get at Kim, get at Eminem's girl. The hair dyeing part, I don't know if Champtown dyed his hair, or I don't even know if Eminem was dyeing his hair at this point. So I wonder what that's about. If he was making fun of people dyeing their hair, people trying to be like him. But you know, Denon Porter, man, he's been around a long time with them. He was even in that recent Eminem and Mike Tyson Hotbox interview. See everything else, you know, everything straight out of Michigan. Look, address for Web Entertainment, right on 8 Mile Road. They actually have an email too, AOL, of course, from '96. So open this up, and we unfold this. You see the age. You see how it's yellowing a little bit. You know, little creases and stuff. I like that in a piece. You know, it gives it more authenticity, and it gives a little character. You know, you got the real thing. Like, this is the official. This is the Holy Grail, baby. So they got the lyrics, you know, they for all the songs. It's pretty impressive. They did a nice job on this. Scratches by Butterfingers. Additional drum programming by Proof. You see, this held up really nice because it was folded and preserved, but this is really white. This is probably almost how it would have looked when you got it in '96. And it's pretty much it for the inlay. Got the track. Let's see the age on the barcode, a little yellow. You see that Web Entertainment logo. It's another way from telling the real from the fake. Also the age. Now, are there fake infinites out there, since I just mentioned that? You know, I haven't, I can't say that I've seen somebody try to pass off fake versions of Infinite, but there is a reissue that fans made. They put it out in '96 also. They only made 100 of them, but this is the reissue. As you can see, it's different. But I'll do another video on this, so subscribe, and I'll do a comparison on that. Now, this is the official tape. Side A, you know, classic tape style with the clear and the gray with the white writing. This print held up really good on side A. And then side B, you see it has a little wear over here, which I don't mind. Gives it the character. And the tape still plays. I gotta rip this actually. But a great piece, my friends. And if you're looking to buy this tape, if you could even find one, that's half the battle. And then if you find one and it's anywhere between $500 and $800, I'd buy it right away, because I've seen this go for over $1,000 multiple times, you know. A lot of them should have this. You see that red blotch. I've seen some real ones without it, but that's one thing that a lot of people use to like authenticate. They'll ask if it has that. because it's like a little misprint. That's something you'd see on baseball cards in the 80s, like that little blotch ready type misprint. So, but you definitely need the wear and probably some discoloring too if you're looking to get an official one. Which they could scan it and reprint it, but you know, the text probably won't hold up as good. You see the text on this is really sharp. So that's pretty much it, man. Infinite. Eminem's first album before Slim Shady. FBT Productions, 1996. It's a Grail, man. I need to put this in like a little shadow box, a display case or something, because with things this rare, this valuable, it's almost like a piece of art, man. So thanks for watching, and like and subscribe, and thanks for listening, everyone. Peace.